Hello, YouTube. The Eye of Stone here. Just had a little bit of trouble getting everything to cooperate, but looks like I've got that beaten into submission. I hope everybody is having a ring ting tingaling ding ding dingaling do of a holiday, if that's your thing. Yes, hello, Ekmer. It was the night for the eye. I can't rhyme. Oh, why, oh, why. Anyway, it's Christmas. Macaulay Culkin will not be entering the building. This isn't Home Alone. We don't get presents under the tree anymore. We're not young. Matt Foley says when you're an adult, you reach into your Christmas stocking on Christmas morning and you pull out a whole bunch of jack squat. So, with that in mind, we are going to go up to the Der Alpen, der Österreich, don't you know? We will spend some time vacationing in Hinterberg because that is somewhat Christmassy, at least indirectly. Now, Doberkogel is sort of an autumn, summery thing, and I have to finish a dungeon, the old quarry, and once we get Louisa out of there, we will head to Kolmstein for some Frosty goodness. So, with no further ado, here we go. Not looking very Christmassy with the day tourist outfit, are we, Louisa? Let's see if we can tweak this. I have purchased her some new outfits since last I streamed. The honorary monster looks kind of elfin, but I don't think so. The Lederhosen are very mountainy, and I guess it's sort of always Christmas up in the mountains. Sort of. Maybe. Let's see. What do we have? We have the cat girl. No. Goth chicks don't like the holidays. They tend to be grouchy. Grunge chicks are probably even worse. We have the terrible monster, but I think she's been a very bad girl. The super fan looks like your annoying cousin. We won't do that. The day tourist is unseasonable. Granola girl oolong looks like the fantasy of an anime fan we want nothing to do with. Granola girl Jasmine, pretty much the same. I've been running all three variations of the Alpine Athlete a lot lately. Sunshine goes good at Hinterwald and Doberkogel, whereas Storm sort of goes good at Doberkogel and Hinterwald. I reserve Rainfall for Kolmstein, and none of them really work well at the swamp, so I just use whichever. I had been rocking the B-Zone, the B-Girl O-Zone a lot, but that was before I had Alpine Athlete. B-Girl is very Adidas. Alpine Athlete is more Nike. It's like you have B-Girl before you've unlocked the right to buy Alpine Athlete. Let's see. Here we go. I forgot. How silly of me. We actually have Christmassy themed outfits that the developers of this game released. So the idea of Louisa being Santa Claus just does not seem right. So we will definitely go with Krampus for the time being. I had totally forgotten that in the lead up to today's holiday, they released 2 special holiday outfits for Lisa. So, for now, we shall play as Krampus. Now, this is the MCP. This is a rather dramatic dungeon. Let's get about it so we can go to Coldenstein, which is far more Christmassy. I just, going to see my aunts tomorrow for very low-key and demure Christmas brunch. But I kind of don't have a fuck ton going this holiday season, one way or the other. So I figured I would just stream a bit tonight. Now, it does indeed seem like this goes nowhere at all, but let's not jump to conclusions or jump off it recklessly. Okay, we can't get there from here, but if we go here, like we just did, then we will be able to go here. Yes. Can we? We can. Let's see. You kind of have to remember, this is a game designed by the Teutonic Mind. They have anticipated the most efficient manner in which to do this. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go here. Quickly over here. I wonder. I might have just made that a lot harder on myself than it had to be. That's why I add extra steps. Now, you're going to blow your load too soon on this puzzle. Timing is... There we go. And you can... So... Sort of a... Now why did you do that? What sense did that make? Again. I have this bad Schnucks spice cider made with cheap gala apples that I've dumped a lot of cinnamon into because I like cinnamon. That is my holy day drink for tonight's stream. Of that right when it goes in there. We're going to snag one of those for now. Let's go ahead and begin our ascent. This is one of the dungeons I've only done once, but as I recall, it was not nearly as hard as it is big. So it's going to be rather difficult to use our bomb balls to keep that active for long enough. So that tells me that we want to go back over here. Down. I guess we are trying to snag one of these. That. Yeah. Getting a little ahead of myself. Let's see. Of course, when you put cider in the microwave to get it to the temperature of tea, the cup is going to be nuclear. So we will go here, we will go here. So put your arm in there. So this dungeon does not present a tricky puzzle like often you get in the swamp. The swamp, which I cannot pronounce the German for the life of me, I'm not going to try, but in the swamp area, the puzzles tend to be difficult. In Doberkogel, the puzzles are not difficult, and these last two levels are just big. We've only got, at this point, this is one of two levels. Although there's nothing stopping me from going, there's nothing stopping you from going back and doing a dungeon as many times as you want to. Since the last time I streamed, I have enabled and opened a lot of things. I could show you all the boss fight with the Tatzel tonight, and I may just, because it's a short one. But I definitely want to do something in Kolmstein, because that's wintry. Now then. Assuming we can repair it later. Remember this part. Okay, let us start by getting this the way it needs to be. Alright, that's over. Alright, so, watch and be amazed. Yeah. I think that if we go right now, we will get it where we're going. Save time by beginning our descent. I like Dungeons of Hinterberg because this game is very Bob Ross in a certain sense. Yes. Nothing too dramatic ever happens. Although I must say, this is my second playthrough of the dungeons with the same character. She's getting powerful, but the game is more than compensating. It's not such a thing in the dungeons themselves, but in the world, out in the world, the fights with the monsters are getting tense. The game is compensated to make up for the fact of how capable my character is. The fights out in the streets, as it were, are getting kind of dangerous. I have had to compensate by continuing to up her health, and I have been able to continue to optimize the charms just a little bit. Not much, though. This is a pretty cool rig I have here. I believe that the Heartblade has some slightly different enchantments. Yes, I have upgraded the enchantments on the Heartblade, but it's important that I eventually max out her health. I suppose when I get to... Once you beat the game once, you can redo the dungeons and the framing story around the dungeons as many times as you want. And I assume the monsters are only going to get harder and harder, which means I need to continue to get better and better. But you can skip doing the social simulator, which the social simulator is turgid and annoying. And I suppose a right proper Let's Play of this is coming. But that will be the point of that Let's Play. Get you to stop talking. Anyway, the point of doing my Let's Play, formal Let's Play of this game, will just be to show you the dungeons and the world done by a character with decently good stats. The social simulator aspect of this game is, well, kind of not in line with the overall creative direction of this channel. And my running commentary on the social simulator part of this game is only going to get me in trouble. It's kind of cutesy pie, but it's an okay story. It's definitely not where I get most of my kicks out of playing this game, but the open world exploration and the dungeons and really the character system are what sells me on this game. Alright, it's Christmas. Merry Christmas. We had our guest appearance by Krampus, but we are going to Kolmstein next, so we are definitely doing Alpine Athlete Rainfall, because that is the Kolmstein colors. Now she looks like a pro. Let's see what's going on down in town. It's always Christmas in the Austrian Alps. We don't have any charms, because I have also been optimizing my inventory a bit We only have one charm that is not equipped because that's a very rare item and I don't really want to part with it. This is not worth shrinking, so we're going to sell it to Hannah. And I am meanwhile continuing to hoard large numbers of magical reagents, which you never know. This game has continued to toss me continual charms and enchantments. Not quite anything I can use, really. The campfire is the best way to level equally across the board, so we'll probably sit there, although I know we might actually have her meditate a little bit tonight, because she has at least one health bar I could add to. Maybe as many as 3. And that's going to be 1 meditation and 1 trip to the spa per level, so we'll see. We're here to sell today. I don't have any enchantments I need to get rid of, but let's see. Sell this. I'm saving my money because one of the 2 Steam achievements remaining is to get 1,000,000 Hinterbucks. We are now solidly over halfway there. I'm going to have every single Steam achievement for this game by the time I do my Let's Play. And I love the... Go away, Hannah. I love the OST to this game. The OST is definitely going to appear here on the Eye of Stone. I'm going to have to set the Let's Play up carefully and sort of explain what's different about mine. I'm sure there are other people who've done Let's Plays of this game on YouTube. At least I would hope there are. Mine is going to skip the social simulator in your first run and really focus on what can you really do with Louisa once you get her stats high, once you have the best gear and a fuck ton of charms. That's sort of when the game becomes more interesting. You know, it's like, it's one thing to die 3 times trying to crack a tough cookie, but it's like when you are in what is supposed to just be a street fight up in the areas, but you end up having 4 waves of monsters you have to survive. How do you do that? Do you do that with magical attacks in addition to your physical? Do you blow through a bunch of your potions? What do you do? You know, how intelligently do you dodge? Do you use your attack conduits wisely? That's where it starts to get interesting. Now, we have our Belgian professor who has a Habsburg chin, and we have Danny, our stridently non-binary pro buddy. So I think we will spend the evening in deep conversation with Danny and Albert. They're discussing coffee. Well, at least it's a subject I'm interested in. And as you can see, sitting at the campfire levels you in all 4 areas, which I'm still pretty imbalanced. I have a profoundly relaxed and familiar character. Her renown and amusement are somewhat lacking. I'm trying to rectify that. So, this conversation should illuminate why I will be skipping the social simulator aspect of this in my Let's Play. I don't know. The taste has just never been for me, I suppose. I don't like coffee, it's bitter. And I'm glad for it. Caffeine is a pretty addictive substance. You're damn straight it is. And I'm glad I sold my kid to pay for my last hit. It certainly is. I am useless before my 3rd cup. espresso in the morning. It's not espresso, it's espresso. Though to go with your waffles. Look at you, waffles. Slam that waffle pan in your hand. I guess I've never had such a thing as a great espresso. Well, that's because you live at Starbucks. It's an acquired taste for sure, but one worth acquiring, I should say, particularly for slayers. Yes. Taken over from the other guys. This is what the band looks like now. Coffee. Don't want to put sugar in. Something to think about when you order your next cup. And now, deep thoughts with the flaming ball from hell. Okay. Let's see. So as you see, sitting at the campfire levels you evenly. I was really thinking that I was going to have a serious problem with amusement, but as you can see, I'm now well ahead of my renown. I just am a very humble slayer. I have never worried about being popular. So, we'll continue. Okay, go here. Now, let's see. Okay. It's Christmas, and we're going to Colmstein. We will start with a patrol of the fully unlocked world. Because since the last time I streamed, new bridges have appeared, so the entire world is accessible. The helicopter would not deny me access to the floating island if I asked for it. Scavenge a bit and enjoy the frosty goodness. See, on your first playthrough, you only usually have to fight through one wave in the open worlds. Now, you'll get several waves, 3, 4, 5 waves, and they really give you some fight. That wasn't so bad. It'll get worse the longer we stay out here, I suspect. safe, and bummer holidays are not a good thing. Almost always there is a little fight waiting for us here, not such a little one always. I wonder why they're not here. They have this part of the monster park turned off for today. There are areas that have since been opened up that I was not able to show you last time. In fact, I was almost able to show you virtually next to nothing. So, it's like I don't even think this lift was operating last time I streamed. Over here. Okay. And yes, you can go sailing off, but it does not end well for Lisa, so we won't do that. Right. Even though they're flaming because I already beat the race, but it's a good warm up. Don't drop the board. Aggressive. I've noticed that in the last 3 days I've been playing. The monsters are getting continuously more aggressive. It's like I'm having to fight larger numbers of them. They really are doing a bang-up job of compensating for how strong I am. Levels of resistance like this be too avoid personally. This right here would be like beyond you. And the big guy are trying to decide this guys are annoying. Okay, let's go. Not to brag or anything, but I made that look a lot easier than it is. Again, that fight right there would have been prohibitive if you hadn't at least had the chance to legendary your gear. Now, you don't have to. You can reject the gift of the pros. I wouldn't. You could use resonant gear instead and play to your strengths, but... Or you could be cheap and just use the magic entities here, but I wouldn't do that either. Although, you get a second copy of it on your second playthrough, and after I achieve 1,000,000 Hinterbucks and get the achievement for it, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade it and just compare the stats to what I have, just for the hell of it, because after I have the Steam achievement, there will be no real reason to be sitting on 1,000,000 Hinterbucks. Let's go this way. Gimme. Goodies for me. Another area we weren't able to get last time. Because these hadn't appeared. The goo bridges. I also have to decide which dungeon to do today. It would be a drag not to do a dungeon here. Probably. Well, I have to check the stamp book before I decide which. No, that was a mistake. Cobalt King. They are goblins. Don't ask me why. It's an Austrian version, apparently. Cobalt. My apologies. Boring the pronunciation. Wow. You guys aren't playing around. like I suck, try surviving that. If you haven't done it yet. Let's see. There is a fast travel kiosk up here. If nothing else, I can figure out what we're gonna do. Ooh! Yeah, I know it's dangerous. Yeah, but did you know I was gonna kick you? Oh! I knew someone who used to do that, though. They weren't happy until they were on the edge of a precipice, making everybody sick in places like this. They love to do that. Okay. Yoink. Are we in Skyrim yet? Let's see. I think what we will do first is we will go make some money. That, after all, is the most important part. Yeah, I don't want to hear your life story again. Just give me my Hinterbucks. Sufficient. Now then, where shall we go? Well, actually, what I need to be looking at, the Kolmstein levels that are still available. Then again, what do I want? We're definitely not doing Basilisk's Roost tonight. I think we will do whatever snowy stuff. Let's see. Yeah. Figured we'd be back here. It's a ecosystem dominated by Tholins. Tholins, those brownish things on Pluto. Going to go pretty easy. Somebody did not heal all the way up before entering the dungeon. That is a no-no. You have to use potions when you do that. Ah! It's a giant pink mountain. I actually like Kolmstein. I find the music here profoundly relaxing. And the abiotic color out of space otherness of these frosty, crisp levels very appealing. And you get to snowboard a lot. Well, it's quite the climb. I guess we'd better get going. Yeah, that was here, there. I like the music in this level. It is a xylophone of ice cubes. Let's see. Yeah, this is a long level. It's okay. Not in a rush. We don't ever rush when we play Dungeons and Hinterberg. Go slow and zen and savor the experience. Just leave 10,000 Hinterbucks behind. Over here, fire the light ray again and again. possibly the scariest snowman I have ever seen. We're going to do a screenshot of Louisa standing right by it, reminding us not to be judgmental of people who are different, because as a practicing lawyer on vacation, she will take us to court if we make her angry. Yes, I like that. And because I can't actually access these out of the game, I will do a Steam screenshot. No, take it. Save. Yes. Good. Okay. And no, we cannot make it. Sailing all the way down. Uh-oh. For a perched. That's the closest I can come to the Austrian German pronunciation. Those are called perched. When I it looks there's a lot of okay, now I am hopefully none of you have had an interruption or bad signal quality, whatever the correct term for it is, but the YouTube app has been behaving kind of nastily tonight on my phone. So I hope the stream has at least been healthy. I don't know what happened. The app was misbehaving on my phone. I'm playing on my computer. It was misbehaving on my phone. Now that, I believe, is a locked chest. I don't know, I can't tell. Well, I'll be able to tell in a second. Let's see. Oh, no, that's not a locked chest. Now this is a rather hard puzzle. Kind of have to get this right the first time. We're gonna kind of gonna make it real hard on yourself if you go for this. Let's see. Okay. This is where it starts to get tricky. That was a mistake. Shit. even when it is scaled something many times the size of the player character. But let's see, is that gonna... maybe it's worth a try. Let's see. Well, I keep getting... I'm gonna have to try and troubleshoot this. If you'll bear with me for a second. I just don't like knowing whether or not this is even working. Happens is it keeps giving me suggested videos, and it's like it's not. Okay, well, I guess it's back online now. Sorry about the shitty quality of the stream. I only noticed it because I like looked to see if anyone said anything in the live chat, and it's like, it's giving me a suggested video. It's like, okay, that can't be good. Apparently there were interruptions earlier. I do apologize. My internet here, where I am at, is terrible. Dismal. But we don't like to miss things. So this black hole attack conduit drains their shields. Any monster that is shielded in the fight loses their shield when I activate that. Ouch. Ouch. Apologize for that. It is entirely beyond my control, however. Doesn't necessarily matter. Exploration. Hinterberg. Sort of the entire point. course, it's the holiday season, too. The weather is getting kind of bad out there. It's very dark and rainy and cold here in sunny St. Louis, Missouri. So that's not going to be the case. I think okay, well, so we have reached a waystone. Since I'm having connection problems, I'm gonna call it here. I don't want to be making a stream that nobody sees, because everybody keeps getting booted, so I will save here, and it's no old wives' tale about it. When the weather gets bad here, when it gets rainy, and the internet can end up being not right for like days afterwards if we have a rainstorm here. It's the infrastructure, it's a lot of things. So I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas or another happy holiday, whichever one matters to you, and there will be more coming on the Eye of Stone very soon. I will see you all soon.